You know, like most kids of my generation, I had a paper round. I'm sure many of you did. Let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel and join in this discussion. As years have gone by, kids I see now don't seem to want to do the same menial jobs that we did. After I had a paper round, I went and picked spuds on a potato field about a mile down the road from my house to save up for my first computer. My very first taste of work, backbreaking, even for a 15-year-old kid back then. But it taught me a very important lesson. A hard day's work, you get rewarded for it. And again, a lot of kids nowadays don't seem to want to be able to do that. So you get all these jobs, low paid, unskilled jobs, which are, going begging, so to speak. And we've had it for a lot of years where we've had people coming in from the EU, filling these vacancies. We've got a very big greenhouse down the road from us that grows all sorts of hydroponically produced stuff, tomatoes, cucumbers, that sort of thing. And there was Polish workers and all sorts of things. I transported many of them back and forward and dropped them off at small flats and houses which they'd share five at a time, and spread the cost between them. But all that's put a stop to. We have a situation where we've got, well, let's face it, thousands of people coming over to this country from France, from here, there, and everywhere. We have no idea who they are, what their intentions are when they get here. But there is an incentive, and we all know what that is. Now, up until now, they've been put in hotels. You sit there at the taxpayer's expense and they get a phone. We've seen video evidence of that. We've seen all sorts of things, and it goes on. It's not stopping. To stop those boats, you have to remove the incentive. No two ways about it. Now, one of the things that has come out recently, in fact, over the last couple of days, and the government has been hiding this, they have been given the right to work in this country once they get here. Instead of sitting on their backsides, go out and work, apparently for 80% of a normal wage. And this is the headline that accompanies this. Mike Parry is upset that the government has hidden migrants being given the right to work in the UK. Nearly 16,000 asylum seekers, including those who cross the channel in small boats, have been allowed to work in a single year, according to data obtained under Freedom of Information laws. Journalist and broadcaster told GB News, "I liked it when I read that the people in our country are actually contributing to the economy rather than being made to sit in a hotel room 24 hours a day doing nothing. The devil makes work for idle hands and all this kind of stuff." Now, what I'm a bit upset about is the government has hidden this from us for so long. Now, I want to show you the video that goes with this, and then I'll tell you what I think afterwards. Here it is.
People might be surprised at my take on this, but I quite welcome it. I liked it when I read this news that people in our country are actually contributing to the economy rather than being made to sit in a hotel room 24 hours a day doing nothing. The devil makes work for idle hands and all this kind of stuff. Now, what I'm a bit upset about is that the government have hidden this from us for so long. If 16,000 people are actually in employment and are working, and what you just said, Dawn, about, people will come now because they know they get work when they get here. I don't believe that. These are very low-paid jobs, okay? So young men can get into construction and agriculture. Young women can get into the care business. And I think it's a good thing if, A, they're contributing not just to the economy, but to society as a whole by integrating with other people in those jobs. So I'm for it. And I do also believe that most people who risk their lives in those boats don't come over to do low-paid jobs. They see us as a land of milk and honey, and they hope to get big-paid jobs and join their family businesses. So I'm not entirely against it, and I hope it might be a peg to start rethinking about how and who we admit to the country.
Who and how we admit to the country. That's an interesting thing, isn't it? We haven't got a clue who any of them are, for starters. We don't. We've seen documented proof of them chucking their identity papers in the channel on the way over. Yes, I agree, 16,000 people contributing to the economy is a good thing, but that's not 16,000 people that have lived here for a great number of years and have more of an innate right to work than anyone else, is it? There's various problems I have with what was just said in that video. And while you take that mindset and take that attitude towards this, the problem is going to continue. They're going to keep coming and coming and coming. What happens if one day they finish work, they'll stop their time off and disappear into the undergrowth like many others have before? So many problems. And then you have young kids in this country who are completely disincentivized into getting out, getting careers, starting somewhere. It really is a backward situation. I hate it personally. And is it ever going to change? You let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to see another one of my videos on this, you can do that by clicking that one there. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.